Hello everybody, my name is Alex, and just like a normal day, I'll tell you about my book about Pompeii. And I read a story about Pompeii, which is this, and this story is quite interesting and useful as I discover more about Pompeii and itself, and about what volcano exploded Mount Vesuvius, how the people escaped, and how in February the earthquake shook the place, and also this place, Pompeii, is near Mount Vesuvius. Today, this is a book about Pliny, an old man, but let's not get into that first, because this story is that Pliny's route. And you can see the map that it's in Italy, and well, it's quite an interesting place, I should say. So now let's start. What are you waiting for? So, Pompeii started as a February, cold midday, ready to start another day, and the people woke up. But then, just unbelievably, dogs started barking in the streets and howling. And then the people started stomping their foots and running to the dogs and what is going on here? And then when the shook of boom just hit them like a massive bomb, just ready to hit them, and but luckily everyone was not hurt. And also the one statue's head is broken, and the others was quite unlucky, and a lot of the things are damaged. And inside the homes, there is one Terunitus, which is named. It's a little bit hard to pronounce, I think. Terunitus, and Terunitus was in his kitchen when that shaking sound just hit him, and he was confused, and his oven was broke. And after this, they thought soon it's just a normal busy day. But it's in August 24th, AD 79. And it's still a normal day, just selling fruits an early morning, not just like the early morning in February with that earthquake. I want you to think about the beginning, and then I want you to think later what is said. And as I had just gone out, and everyone was going out and then selling mackerel, a type of fish, salmon, not salmon, and mackerel, which is caught early in the morning, and pomegranates and oranges and apples and a lot of other stuff. Like they're surrounding all of it. And the streets and shops are busy again. But there is an old man, which is lying down there and pointing to a wall and just writing messages. A type of language that you didn't know. I think it's Italian. But then it still rumbles a bit and then slow down. And he wondered, oh my, you why don't you make our stupid messages go away? And after that, the people was shaking their heads. Why? Because the old man says that, oh my, look at this, sheep, like, and he looks at a volcano, which is Vesuvius, of course, and he says, oh my, hey guys, you come here. And then he was like, the volcano is ready to erupt. But the all of the town never believed his terrible predictions. And after that everyone was silent and shook their heads and disbelief and just shook their heads and didn't believe it. But then, after a long time, just about a few hours, he saw more and more ash rising up and rising up and rising up, more and more as Vesuvius started to get angry. As he got angry, she got angrier and angrier. The people still just nodded their heads. Now, I want you to think right now. As the older man only think about February, when that earthquake just ate it. Everyone was just thinking about what the gods are just for, as they are angry and upset for what next. And now you have just thought that the earthquake in February matches and takes a connection inside August. So I want you to think that date is the time when the volcano Vesuvius erupts. So what matters is that the matter is that every time I got like when they got dashed over it, they just go away. I mean, well, you should say that this story about Vesuvius is ready to erupt. Panic is coming over as Vesuvius got angrier and angrier and angrier, just angrier. We don't know why. And the people are like, hey, you got. And that old man, named Pliny, was hanging around again with his son and children, and he was just playing around with stuff. And they were still laughing like a normal, typical day. But after that, disaster struck all of it. And after that, you know what happened? Explosion. Boom. Some rocks are falling down. The walls are cracking. And the tables are falling down. Everything seems to be flying. Shouts and panics are filling all of Pliny's streets and homes. And when he ran outside, terror struck him as the boss from the Vesuvius boss are heading towards him, and everybody was panicking. Cover your head with pillows and run away. Can you take pity on me? Where's my children? Where's my husband? Where's my wife? Everyone was panicking. He didn't know what to do, so he just slept because it's just midnight. As he woke up a few minutes later, the ground started to shake under his legs. He saw that he could open the door, luckily, but his home was cracked, and the roof was melting down with bars of flames and wood. The city Pompeii, which the city he had been proud of, was gone forever. As they headed more and more and more far away, they just disappeared, and just nothing happened. And as he walked more and more, just more and more rocks fell down of it. Ash, dust, pieces of rocks fell into him, and he had to cover his mouth so that he didn't breathe one single breath. When he breathed the first breath, it's like his lungs filled with pain. Another's, he sat on his knees and became a little bit like drinking ale or beer, I should say. And after that, he became unconscious when he breathed the third one. But he managed to crawl on his legs. He was a little bit sick and unconscious, and he was a little bit also dizzy. He covered again and didn't open it. And soon the other one, all of the people in Pompeii just more shouted, and he saw a dog was chained, and he saw there was a wife and children, and there also was a baby carrying in her lap, and her husband is gone. He was a little bit taking pity, but the old man decided to continue on until some several hours. He was very, very tired. And after he was just remembering the days that he would remember that Pompeii was just a little city which he had enjoyed with until that disaster struck. He was a little bit upset. Maybe he could, after a few hours, he got buried. But just after that, maybe a new discovery would come again. In the 1700s, the people, there is the timeline that in the 1700s, the people are ready to bury all of it. And and also the first evacuations are there, and a lot of other are digging up and filling them with plaster, and they found a dog that was chained overnight, and a lot of other stuff, and they still found it a lot of things like houses and broken rooftops and etc. And as the man continued on, he thought he was a humble man, just nothing to do. But actually, he was a bit just worried that maybe he couldn't just find one. But he found one, and soon everyone was digging up. But in 1944, Mount Vesuvius had the last explosion, which didn't quite hurt Pompeii much. And still after that, she was still erupt. Today, there are a lot of tourist attractions that we could visit in Pompeii. It's a very beautiful city. Like, we can just find out more of the discoveries and a lot of other stuff that you didn't know about Pompeii. Thanks for telling me. And also, let me tell you a bit of facts of Pompeii. Pompeii was ready to erupt in AD 79, and in February there is the tectonic plates of the Atlantic and the Mediterranean slid into each other. It couldn't be, and the people thought that what could it be anymore? And after that, it was all entirely gone. Today, there are a lot of treasuries and a map inside Pompeii you could visit. One day you could maybe visit the Temple of the Capitoline Trade, or you could visit the Villa of Mysteries, which lied here. And it's quite a big one. And here's some treasures. A fossilized loaf of bread was found in a bakery, and there is also a lot of paintings, like the Roman goddess Venus was in here. And also, there are sometimes people still reclaim it as their own facts. Pompeii is a very, very interesting and discovered to explore about all of its mysteries and wonders. And I think we should watch this video to learn more about Pompeii. And this story is also useful as I found a lot of information about it. When I say a lot, I mean a lot. Because the people I can tell how the people are panicking, and I could tell that how dangerous Pompeii is. Imagine you're gotten swept up. Maybe you would be not so unconscious and not so worried if you're in Pompeii. Just about that. Well, this is that. Thank you for spending some time with me. Goodbye.